students. So today we will start the next chapter of physics, and the name of the chapter is light, reflection and refraction. Here you will study the various phenomena associated with reflection and refraction. So, as you all know that we see a variety of objects in the world around us. However, we are unable to see anything in a dark room. On lighting up the room, the things become visible. What makes things visible? During the day, the sunlight helps us to see the objects. An object reflects light that falls on it. This reflected light, when received by our eyes, enables us to see things. There are a number of common wonderful phenomena associated with light, such as image formation by mirrors, the twinkling of stars, the beautiful colors of a rainbow, bending of light by a medium, and so on. So it has been observed that the light seems to travel in straight lines. We have concluded this by observing the common optical phenomena. So the very first definition is reflection of light. Reflection is when light bounces off an object. This is the very simple definition, right? In simple words, reflection is when light bounces off an object. Or in more precise words, I can say that the phenomenon by which a ray of light changes the direction of propagation when it strikes a boundary between different media through which it cannot pass is described as the reflection of light. Next is the laws of reflection. You have already studied it in your previous classes also. First law is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Second law is incident ray, the normal to the mirror at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. So I am going to explain you it with the help of an with the help of a diagram. So here's a mirror M prime. M prime is the mirror. Suppose an incident ray, this is a ray of light that is falling on the mirror. The ray of light that firstly strikes the mirror is known as incident ray. Okay, then after reflection, the ray that comes out is known as reflected ray. Fine, and this is the normal. First law states that the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So here the incident ray is making an angle I with the normal, and reflected ray is making the angle R with the normal. So both these angles will be equal, and incident ray, normal and reflected ray all will lie in the same plane. Next is spherical mirrors. Mirrors whose reflecting surface is a part of sphere, and therefore its reflecting surface will be spherical. You all know that there are two sides of a mirror. One is the reflecting surface and second one is the polished surface. Fine. So those mirrors whose reflecting surface are spherical are known as spherical mirrors. You will get to know more about it with the help of diagrams. Next, there are two types of spherical mirrors in your chapter. First one is concave mirror and second one is convex mirror. A spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inwards, that is, faces towards the center of the sphere, is called as a concave mirror. As you can see in the diagram also, here the reflecting surface, that is this side, this is the reflecting surface and this is the polished surface. This is polished surface and this is reflecting surface. Fine. So this surface is curved inwards. Fine. And the convex mirror are those whose reflecting, this is the reflecting surface and this is the polished surface. So those mirrors, those spherical mirrors whose reflecting surfaces are curved outwards are known as convex mirrors. I hope it's clear to you all. Now I am going to explain you a few terms related to the mirrors, and the first one is pole. Pole is defined as the center of the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror, and it is denoted by letter P. So in this case, this is called as the pole of the mirror. Fine. Next term is center of curvature. So I'm drawing the mirror, concave mirror again. Okay. So as you all know that this concave mirror has been formed out of a complete spherical part. So if I complete this circle, it will obviously have some center, na? So what is center of curvature? As this spherical mirror forms a part of a sphere, and that sphere will have a center, that point is called as the center of curvature of the spherical mirror. You have to note one point over here, and that is the center of curvature is not a part of the mirror. It lies outside of the reflecting surface. Fine. The center of curvature of a concave mirror lies in front of it. See, as you can see. Fine. Whereas in case of convex mirror, it lies behind the mirror. See, if this is a convex mirror and this is the reflecting surface and this is the polished surface. Okay. So I will complete the sphere like this. So somewhere here there will be a center of curvature. So it lies behind the convex mirror. There are few more terms related to the spherical mirrors which I will explain you in my next video. So thank you. Please drop your queries if you have any.